Is retirement math fair? We'd like to think so. We'd like to believe that if two retirees have the same $2 million portfolio invested in the same way, they face the same risks. But they don't. My name is Dustin Rudolph, owner and president of Legacy Ascent Wealth, and welcome to this episode of Summit Ascent Retirement. And today, I'm going to show you the math. So let's build two identical retirements. Both retirees, $2 million invested in a diversified portfolio, $120,000 annual lifestyle, same assets, same allocations, same return assumptions. The only difference is their income floor. The married couple has $80,000 per year in combined Social Security. That means they must withdraw $40,000 per year from their portfolio. The single retiree, $40,000 per year in Social Security. That means they must withdraw $80,000 per year from their same portfolio. Same starting point, different exposure. Now let's rerun the numbers. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison. In year one, the market drops 18%. The $2 million portfolio falls to $1.64 million. Now the withdrawals happen. The married couple withdraws $40,000. Meaning their end of year one balance is $1.6 million. But the single retiree withdraws $80,000, leaving their balance at $1.56 million. Already a $40,000 difference after just 1 year. Now year two, market drops 12%. Married couple is now at $1.408 million. Then they withdraw their $40,000 with an end of the year balance of $1,368,000. Single retiree now has $1,372,000 and then has to withdraw another $80,000, leaving their end of year two balance at $1,292,000. The gap is widened to $75,200. But here's the key. They didn't just experience negative 18% and negative 12%. They experienced negative 18% minus withdrawals, then negative 12% minus withdrawals. That's why the math is so different in retirement, because those withdrawals function like additional negative returns because they shrink the base that compounds when the markets recover. Now let's assume year three rebounds at 15% gain. The married couple, their $1,368,000 now grows to $1,573,000 minus a $40,000 withdrawal. The single retiree has their $1,292,000 growing at 15%. They have just less than $1.5 million. After their $80,000 withdrawal, they're essentially at $1.4 million. That's a $126,000 gap created purely by exposure. Now here's where the Summit Ascent pathway changes the equation, because we don't just reduce exposure slightly. We separate essential expenses from lifestyle spending. Let's say the $120,000 lifestyle breaks down like this. $85,000 worth of essential expenses and $35,000 for discretionary. For the married couple, they already have $80,000 of Social Security. That means only $5,000 of essentials are exposed to the portfolio. For the single retiree, they have $40,000 of Social Security. That leaves $45,000 of essential expenses uncovered. In a generic plan, that entire $80,000 withdrawal is market exposed. But in the Summit Ascent pathway, we don't structure it that way. Step one, we build an income floor. That might include optimized Social Security, income producing assets, structured income sleeves inside of the portfolio. The goal is simple. Cover essential expenses with dependable income sources not fully dependent on market direction. So instead of $80,000 exposed to market volatility, maybe only $30,000 to $35,000 is truly market sensitive. Now let's rerun the same downturn, but with structure, assets with a purpose. The $2 million drops 18% to $1.64 million. But instead of withdrawing $80,000 from the market-based assets, we withdraw $35,000. At the end of year one, we have $1.605 million. In year two, that 1.6 drops 12% to 1.4. We withdraw another $35,000. At the end of year 2, we are at $1,377,000. Year 3 rebounds 15%. Now we're up to $1,583,000. We withdraw $35,000, and at the end of year 3, we're at $1,548,000. Compare that to the unstructured single retiree, $1,406,000. That's a difference of just over $141,000 in just 3 years. Same market, same spending, same starting assets, but completely different structure. Being single doesn't mean you're behind. It means your retirement structure must account for the absence of a second Social Security paycheck. And if your current plan hasn't clearly separated essential income from market-dependent income, you may be carrying more structural risk than you realize. And if your portfolio isn't structured to your unique needs, it probably needs a tune-up. Retirement isn't about chasing returns. It's about engineering resilience. If you'd like to calculate your real exposure number and stress test your retirement plan, I offer a complimentary strategy call. We'll evaluate your income structure, your exposure gap, and whether your allocation truly supports your lifestyle. You've worked too hard to leave that to chance. My name is Dustin Rudolph, and I'll see you in the next episode.